Hi everyone, and welcome to this quick practice that you can do daily if you like to help maintain your body in a better balance. I hope you enjoy. We're going to start standing up on the mat. So start standing on your mat with your feet hip wide and parallel, your pelvis centered and your spine elongated. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, nod your chin down towards your chest. And start to roll down the first third of your spine. Arms relaxed, knees soft, and pause there and breathe into your upper back. As you exhale, roll down another third. Keep your abdominal center engaged, supporting the front of your spine. Pause there and breathe into your mid-back. And as you exhale, roll down another third. Strong support through the abdominals. And then take a breath, and as you exhale, roll back up again, engaging the pelvic floor and abdominals, centering your pelvis, and bringing your spine back up to an elongated position. We'll do that just one more time. Take a breath. As you exhale, nod your chin, and start to roll down the first third. Pause and breathe. Feel the upper back spreading. As you exhale, roll down another third. And pause and breathe. And as you exhale, last third. Arms fully relaxed, knees soft if not bent, and take a breath there. And now release the abdominals and fold forward. Place your fingertips on the floor facing forward and relax the belly and the abdominals. Take a breath in and bend the knees further. As you exhale, straighten your legs to a comfortable range. So just starting to stretch and open the lower portion of your superficial back line. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. One more time. Inhale, bend, and exhale, stretch. Make sure your head is relaxed there. Take a breath, and as you exhale, roll back up. Engage through the pelvic floor and abdominals. Roll yourself back up, centering the pelvis and elongating the spine. This time we'll roll down just in one breath. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, nod your chin and roll your spine down, keeping that support through your abdominal core. And then bring your fingertips to the floor, bending your knees, and step into inverted V. Downward facing dog. Have a good stretch here. Spread the hands. Lengthen the arms, rotate the upper arms out so that you have space across your neck and shoulders, and get lots of length through your spine. You can walk through the feet a few times, starting to open up the soles of the feet, plantar fascia, and the calf muscles. And then reach both heels back. And now take a breath in and raise your heels up very high. Get a good crease across the base of your toes. And as you exhale, bring your knees to the mat and bring yourself into a 4-point kneeling position. So hands under your shoulders, shoulder wide, knees underneath your hip sockets and hip socket width apart. Your spine is lengthened. The feet and the shins are gently connecting to the mat. This indirectly engages your core already. And the hands are gently pressing away from one another, giving you that width and stability across your shoulders. So we'll start with the cat. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, engage the pelvic floor and deep abdominals. Curl the tail down, rounding your back. And then inhale, center your pelvis and lengthen out your spine again. Again, as you exhale, pelvic floor, deep abdominals, curl the tail down. And then inhale, center your pelvis and lengthen out your spine, your head coming out at the very end. One more time as you exhale, pelvic floor, deep abdominals, it's the cat. This time stay in cat and breathe into the lowest back ribs. As you exhale, shift your pelvis halfway back, angry cat, unloading the wrists. And then inhale, center your pelvis from there, rippling through the spine, lengthening it out again. Inhaling, and as you exhale, come back onto your hands, reloading the wrists, 4-point kneeling. We'll do that one more time. Take a breath, and as you exhale, it's the cat. Pause and breathe into the back of the ribs. Exhale, angry cat, shifting halfway back. So you're curling your tailbone down even more. Unloading the wrists. Inhale, centering your pelvis, lengthening out your spine. Keep your shoulders broad. And as you exhale, 4-point kneeling. Okay, take a breath in. And as you exhale, it's the cat. Breathe into the back ribs. Exhale, the angry cat. And now this time, go all the way back into a reverse rest or child's pose. So let your seat come to your heels and just release through the lower back and through the hips. Slide your hands to the side of your knees and roll your spine up into a low kneeling position. Okay, and now come into a Z-sit. So bringing your right shin forward and your left shin back, we'll do the mermaid. Take a breath in and reach over to your left side, lifting up the whole right side of the body. And now spiraling. As you exhale, bring that right hand down towards the left one, spiraling your spine. Then inhale, return to mermaid. And as you exhale, let your arm come back first and you'll follow. We'll do that again. As you inhale, lifting up into a lovely long side stretch. And as you exhale, spiraling, right hand is pulling. So the arm really leads the movement there, pulls the fabric of the body across into that spiraling. And then inhale back into mermaid. And as you exhale, arm returns and you follow. Okay, shifting out towards your right and just coming around and crossing your left shin in front of your right shin. Okay, take a breath, and as you exhale, it's a seated cat pretty much. So as you exhale, pelvic floor and deep abdominals, round your spine. And then inhale, center your pelvis, ripple up through the spine, and lift your heart, lift your sternum, and lift your gaze a little bit. Do that just one more time. Exhale. So this is a softening and balancing movement. And then inhale, rippling up and lengthening, shoulders wide and back. Okay, and then center yourself, and we'll change sides. So now, you've got your left shin in front and your right shin back. Mermaid, inhale, reaching over to your right. As you exhale, spiraling mermaid. Your left arm pulls across towards the right, pulling your body across, and then inhale back into mermaid. And as you exhale, the arm returns and you follow. Do that one more time. Inhale, opening up the lateral line. And as you exhale, spiraling. Inhale back into mermaid. And exhale, let your arm return first and then follow. Shift out to your left and then just come around and across. So now you have your right shin in front again of the left. Place your hands just against the knees, just as a bit of leverage. Take a breath, and as you exhale, it's a lovely C-curve. Pelvic floor and deep abdominals, and then inhale, centering your pelvis, rippling up through your spine. Just one more time. Exhale, pelvic floor and abdominals, rounding the spine. And inhale, centering and lifting up the chest. And then bring your spine upright and spin to the front of your mat. Your knees bent. Your feet can be apart or together, hip wide or together. Knees bent, and hold the backs of your knees. Inhale, pull the heels towards your seat. This brings you up onto your sit bones and activates your spine extensors. And as you exhale, draw in and up through the pelvic floor, draw deeply back through your abdominals, and we start to curl the tailbone and roll back just about halfway. Pause and breathe there. And as you exhale, bring your head to your knees. It's a spine stretch. Your abdominal centers pulling back as you bring your head towards your knees. And then inhale, center pelvis and lengthen up your spine. Starting again. As you exhale, drawing back,
curling back about halfway. Your elbows are wide, collarbones and shoulders are also wide. Take a breath. And as you exhale, bring your head to your knees, drawing the belly back, spine stretch, and inhale, center, and lengthening up. Okay, as you exhale, we'll do that again, drawing back. And this time you start to slide the feet towards you so that you can come onto your sacrum. And once you're on your sacrum, you'll feel that your legs get light, and then you start to roll down slowly through your lower back, through your mid back. Remember, keep your collarbones wide, elbows broad, but keep relaxed through the shoulders and the neck as much as you can. It's already in your core. And then fold the legs in towards you. Inhale. And then as you exhale, curl up your head and shoulders. Your legs are pressing into your hands. And you come up with as much control as you can. And then let your knees bend, let your feet land. Bring your head to your knees. It's a spine stretch. And then inhale, centering. We'll do that one more time as you exhale, drawing back through your center. Your feet start to slide along the ground. Coming onto the sacrum, the legs get light, and then you roll down with as much control as you can. Lower back, mid back, and then finally the upper back, and fold the legs in. Okay, and now press the legs away from you into a tabletop position. So now core stabilization. Bring your arms up, palms facing in, up above your shoulders to the ceiling. And as you exhale, place your right foot down and then your left foot down on the mat. And bring your arms down to your sides, a little bit away from the body with your palms turned up. Ready for the bridge. So make sure your feet are at the right distance that they can land and give you the proper support for bridging. Take a breath. As you exhale, you're going to tilt the pelvis back, softening the lower back into the mat, or imprinting it into the mat. And then pause and breathe. As you exhale, you're going to curl the tailbone up further, hammocking your lower back. So remember that you keep the lowest back ribs on the mat. Pause and breathe. As you exhale, continue curling the pelvis up, peeling the back ribs off the mat into your bridge. So there's a strong engagement through the abdominals, drawing the pubic bone towards your sacrum, towards your sternum, and your sacrum away from you towards your knees. Take a breath, and as you exhale, you soften and lay out the spine, bone by bone, keeping the abdominals supporting you throughout that journey until you arrive back down in a fully lengthened and centered position. Take a breath, and we'll do that again. As you exhale, just tilt the pelvis back, softening the lower back onto the mat. And then pause to breathe. As you exhale, curl the tailbone up even more into your hammock spine, rooting through your feet. Take a breath. As you exhale, continue up into your bridge. Strong engagement through your core, but of course through your hip extensors, working really fully now. Have a sense of length from your knees to your hips, from your hips to your shoulders. Take a breath, and as you exhale, you roll down, sequencing bone by bone, until you arrive all the way back down. Relaxing the abdominals and pelvic floor when you arrive. Take a breath, and we'll go up again. As you exhale, tilt the pelvis back, imprint. Then continue. You can pause to breathe or continue, flowing through the movement into the hammock, and then continuing into the bridge. When you arrive at the end of your range, the top of your range, take a breath. And as you exhale, draw your knees together. So, adductor magnus. And then inhale, let your knees open. You can come onto the edges of the feet. And again, exhale, draw the knees in towards one another. But keep your pelvis lifted and centered. And then inhale and open. And again, exhale. So keep these strong actions, pubic bone to sternum, sacrum away to the back of the knees. Inhale and open. You're going to do that one more time. Exhale, drawing the knees in towards one another. And then inhale and open. And then as you exhale, bring your legs to a parallel position and just roll down, sequencing through your spine, bone by bone, until you arrive at the end. And relax. Last one. As you exhale, curl the tail, hammock, and into your bridge. Arriving at the top, take a breath. As you exhale, draw your knees in towards one another, and then inhale apart. As you exhale, gathering the inner legs, deep front line, and then inhale, open. And again, exhale, gathering the knees together. Try and keep your pelvis exactly where it is, and open. Last time, as you exhale, draw your knees in towards one another. Inhale, apart. And then bring your legs to parallel and sequence down. Soften your throat, your sternum, ribs. Laying out your spine bone by bone until you arrive all the way down and relax. Okay, so you can now bring your legs back up to a tabletop position. As you exhale, engaging your center, of course, bring your right leg up, bring your left leg up, bring your hands to the back of your knees, fold the legs in, softening, and get ready to roll up. So as you exhale, curl up your head and shoulders, legs are pressing into your hands. You roll up with as much control as you can, bringing the feet to the mat. Bring your head to your knees. And then inhale, centering pelvis, centering spine. Roll back down one more time. Slide the feet, and then start to roll back and forth, rolling like a ball. Inhale, rolling back. Exhale, rolling forward. Couple more, and then see if you can roll over your feet and back into downward facing dog. So coming up, roll over and step back into downward facing dog. Have a good stretch there. Take a breath. As you exhale, step your feet forward towards your hands. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Standing forward fold. Knees are soft, pelvis is centered over the ankles. Release fully, relax the abdominals. Let your spine hang. Take a breath. As you exhale, engage through the pelvic floor and abdominals and roll yourself up until you arrive in an upright position. And that's that. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.